Hello friends, in this video we are going to be discuss about how to use get and post method using rest assured, which is how we can travel from get method to post method. The same concept already we are implemented in Postman. Here you have seen get method, post method and delete method. This part of video already I covered and I posted in the channel. Before starting this rest assured concept, kindly go through this video, which is authentication, get method to post method in Postman. This video will guide you how we can done manually using Postman. The same concept we are going to be implemented in rest assured. Okay. I created class name. So before starting into coding part, I have to tell you what are the Maven dependency I added here. So nothing more than one. I just added only one dependency, which is rest assured. This is the more than enough. Okay, for implementing JSON path and JSON reading those objects. Okay. So now I'm closing this pom.xml file. So here I'm going to be create test method public void get to post. I define test annotation. So here, what is the first request we are going to be implement now? Come to this Postman. Here we have to follow the steps one by one. We are going to be implement in rest assured. The first one is get method, correct? So before starting this coding part, already I told you, please you can perform this Postman, then only you can know what are the details we have to provide in rest assured. So what is the first one? Create guest session ID. So this is get request. This is the get request URL. Here I am passed params as a key and value. I'm going to be copy this request URL. Go to Eclipse. Have to store as a string. So then I have to define request specification. First we have to complete the request specifications. Then only we have to move to the response body. Okay. Given dot. So after given, what exactly we are going to be add in request? API key. This is the request we passed in this get method. Say params. I just copy this key. Go to here. Params. Add this. Sorry. API underscore key. This is the key value. You just confirm API. What is the key value? So here, if you see in this string URL, which is the base URL, it's very lengthy, which is updating as API key. You just cut this part. You can add as a param. I'm going to be remove up to this question mark. This is the base URI of the get request URL. I just close this request specification. Next, I'm going to be create response one. So request dot get URL. Then I'm going to be read status code under response body. So after hitting this URL, the get request, this is the response body we will get. I'm going to be read status code under this response body. So here what I will do, one create session, correct? Rest dot get status code. Rest dot a string. So what is the first one? Sorry, create guest session ID. create guest session ID. So this is the first one, which is the get method. Okay. Get. For easy to understand for all the method response value. So that reason I make it this is so. This is the first one. The same we are going to be do the second one. I just copy and paste over the same. So anyhow, for all requests, we are going to be implement the same request specification and response. For that purpose, I have to define as a global variable. String URL request specification and response. I just remove the string, request specification, response, the same I have to remove here. Okay. So now come to the second one, create request token. So what are the what are the requests we are mentioned here? The same API key, but request URL is different. I just copy this one, paste over here. Here you can see authentication token, but before you can see authentication guest session. Okay. So here you can remove up to this question mark. Already we are updated as a params this API key, and we can make it as create request token, right? Create request token. This is the second one. So now we are updated first two request, which is the get request, create guest session ID and create request token. Okay. So this is the basic structure we have to follow for storing the API key. In this two get request, we get status code and response body. What makes difference here? Let's come to Postman. The first create guest session ID, we just reading status code and response body. Coming to the next one, this is the second one, create request token. So after hitting this get request URL, we are getting, this is the response body. Here we are going to be take this request token value from the second get request response. Okay. So here we need to take one response body value. Okay. That request token we are going to be passed into the post request. We are going to be passed into the post request. For that purpose, in get request token, we are going to be read this request token value. How we can read? Read JSON value from response body. So using JSON path, we can able to get the specific value from the response body. Okay. JSON path. So what is the right package we have to import? io.restissue.path.json. So then JS equal res dot, from response only we are going to be take that value, right? So res dot JSON path. Then string request token equal to JS dot get. What exact value you are going to be read here? go to Postman, copy this key. This is the key, this is the value. So I'll copy this request underscore token, paste over here. So this is the request token. I'm going to be print now. The same request token I'm going to be pass into the post request. So here I have to mention status code and response body. Response body here, request token for easy to identify. Okay. Status code, response body. Copy this string and paste over here. Now we are read successfully the request token with the help of JSON path from get response body. Okay. So this request token we are going to be pass into the post request. What is the next request? Post, which is create session login. So here we have to pass param as a API key. Coming to the body, we have to pass as a username, password and a request token as a JSON format. So now I'm going to be copy this post request URL. Go to Eclipse. The third one, post create session login. So this is the request URL. Here I have to tell you the one thing. The first to get request, I stored this request URL inside string. But when coming to the post request, don't use string. If you want to store this post request URL, you can use rest-assured.base URI. If you are using string for storing this request URL, you will not get right response. So what is the problem you will be get? How we can resolve that one? That video already I posted in our channel, which is this video, solution 8. Postman gives right response, but rest assured return wrong response. How we can resolve this one? Those tips I explained in this video. You can get it here. Okay. Now coming to, I'm going to be store this request URL, rest assured dot base URI equal to, I have to cut this store inside string, inside double quotes. So next I have to pass the JSON body value, right? Have to store inside string user equal to. So now you are going to be store this JSON value inside string. How we can do that? So double quotes, open, close braces. So backslash username, close and end with double quotes, colon, the same NATASA tech, put comma. So then I can copy the next password from Postman, paste over here. Go to Postman, copy this request token value, paste. End, you can close with semicolon. Okay. So if you are have to define this backslash and double quotes, if you are getting any error, better you can copy paste it. Okay. So now we are stored JSON body value as a string. Okay. Now what I will do, already we are took the request token from get request. I have to copy this request token. I pass it here, double quotes. Okay. Next, response equal to rest assured dot given dot, what is the content type? JSON, because we are passing this request body as a JSON format. So that reason we are given JSON1. Next, body. So user. Next, what is the request we are performing? Post request. What is the post request URL? Here you can define only the base URL. Okay, after this org you can cut remaining content from this URL. You can put inside post. Close it. So this is the base URI. Okay, this is the post request URI. You have to update inside post request. So going back to this get request, separately I added API key as a params. But when coming to this post request, no need to add params separately. You have to update like this format. Okay. Next, I'm going to be read post response body value. Okay. The same I have to copy the syswo, paste over here, some login token and response body. So here I am going to be take this post request status code, response status code, response string. Go to postman here. So what value I took from Git, I have to copy, I have to paste over the request value. Now hit this URL. This is the response value I'm getting, which is success expressed at request token. That's it. We don't want to read any value. Next, I'm going to the fourth request. I just copy first two lines. I paste over here. What is the fourth request? Create session. Come to the create session. Here I am passing alone request token alone. Okay. Create session only. This is the fourth one. And I can copy this, the whole remaining. This is the string user. Here I am going to be pass request token. Okay, already I defined. Then you can make it as global variable. Request token. So I just remove the string. Here also I remove this one. Here you can remove this username and password. You can pass request token alone, because the fourth post request we are passing request token as a JSON body in request URL, right? And params as usual API key. I have to copy this, the fourth create session post request URL. Go to Eclipse. I just paste this separately. What is the base URI? Both are same. I am going to be copy and paste over here in post request. Okay, this is the post request for this, the fourth create session. This is the post request for the third create session login. Okay, the same we are going to be read status code and response body. Okay. the same request token. Here I have to update JSON value, hit send button. Here I have seen success and session ID. In this fourth post request, I'm going to be take session ID. So how we can take? Using JSON path. So already we are implemented in second GET request, right? I just copy this one. Or else if you want, I can define once more time, no problem. JS equal to response.json path string session ID equal to js.get session ID. So what is the key value? This is the key. I just copy this key. You can give key as a proper formatter. So what exactly you will be get that underscore or dot, whatever it is, the same pattern you can copy from Postman. You can put inside get. Okay, then only it will be written the right value. Okay. So then I have to print this one. Create session. Session ID. Okay. Session ID. Go to Postman. I'm just printing the session ID. Coming to the fifth one, create session from v4 access token. So here I am passing the access token and also param as a API key. So here what I will do, copy this post request URL, come to Eclipse, this is the fifth one, post create session from v4 access token, correct? So what is the request URL? This is the request post request URL. I have to copy the same one. So here this is the base URI for all post requests. I just keep it as a same. What is the create session from v4 access token post request URL? After org, I just cut copy, paste over inside post request. The next one, here I have to pass. Okay, before also see I need to pass the right one, request token. Body is a request token. Here I have to put session ID. I can put as a global variable. Then I have to remove the string. Here also I remove. Session ID, this is the session ID. Correct? Come to the fifth create session. Go to body. Here we are passing access token. So here I have to make it as access token, not session ID, access token. Access token and access token. I can make it as global variable access token. Okay. So here how I can get this access token? How you can approve, how you can encode those things already explained in this video. Please go through that one. Okay. Now I have to take from here because already I encoded and I approved. This is the approved access token. I have to taken from this Postman. If it is not working, again I need to approve that one. Let's see. string access token equal to, have to store as a string, have to pass into the JSON value in body format. Okay. Next, I have to print the status code and response body, and the same I have to get session ID. So the previous post create session also we are taking session ID, and this fifth post create session from v4 access token also we are getting session ID. Both session ID same only. If you want to take at any of the one post request, that is enough. Okay, now we are completed 5 requests, which is the 2 get request and 3 post request. Okay, that final one, what is the final one? Come to the postman delete session. So what session we have to created, that session I'm going to be delete with the help of delete method. Okay, come to the delete session. Here we are going to be pass session ID as a JSON body in the request and params as a API key. How to copy this delete request URL? Go to Eclipse. Sorry. The sixth one, delete session. Okay. The same what I will do, have to copy this, or else better I can copy this one. Okay. Here also I have to pass access token. So what is the delete request URL? This is the one I can copy and paste here. And after org, I just cut, copy. You can make it as post as here, delete. Inside you can paste delete request URL. You can remove this. Okay. So what exactly we need to pass as a JSON body? Session ID, correct? So here, where is the session ID? The session ID have to pass into here. Session ID. Okay. Sixth one, delete session, status code and response body. So we are done the coding part for the 6 request. So coming back, I'm just recollecting those things. First one, create guest session ID. Here I have stored as a string URL given and passing param as a API key. Here I'm going to be get status code and response body. That's it. The second request, create request token. Here I'm going to be take status code and response body, and as well as I'm reading JSON value from response body, which is I'm taken request token. Why means this request token I'm going to be passed into the next post request for creating the session login. In this post create session login, what I'm going to be do, store this base URL as a base URI, not in a string. Why means if you are storing as a string, you will be get problem. How you can resolve that problem? That video already I posted in solution 8. Please go through that. Okay. Coming to here, and I'm going to be pass JSON body in JSON request body is a username and a password and a request token. This request token only already we are get from get response body, directly I am passing value here. So the same given, and what is the content type? JSON. Inside body we are passing this JSON body 1, and post request URL we are updating here. Here I am going to be take status code and response body. Coming to the fourth one, post create session. So here I am stored this base URI, and I am passing post request URL inside post, and I am passing request token, the same what I given here, the same request token alone I am passing request JSON body. I have to pass it here. I'm going to be read status code and response body. In this response body I'm going to be read session ID. For that purpose I'm printing here this session ID I am passing into the delete session. Which session ID you are going to be delete. Coming to the fifth one, create session from v4 access token. So before all the requests we are taken without access token, but the fifth post create session we did with the help of access token. This access token, how we can get, how we can approve, those things already I covered inside Postman this video. Please go through that one. Okay. So here I'm storing access token as a string, and I'm passing into the JSON body and passing here, and I updated post request URL. I'm getting status code and response body. Here also I'm going to be take session ID. This session ID and the previous post session ID both are same. Just for understanding purpose I just printing here. Just want to show to you. Okay. Coming to the last part, sixth, delete session. In this delete session I'm going to be delete the session ID. What session ID? I read the last post request, I'm directly pass it here, and updated the delete post request, delete request URL, and I'm getting status code and a string. So this is the 6 request we have to done using the REST assured. So why I am creating this program, why I have to share with you means how you can pass the value one request to another request. If you want to delete, how you can perform, how we can delete using the REST assured. This is very important topic, so that reason I shared with you. So finally we are going to be execute this program. Let's see what is the output we are getting now. Okay. We are going to be execute this program. Okay. See, I just tell you the one by one. Compare this status code and response body with Postman, whether we are getting matching result or not. What is the first one? Get create session ID. So success to get session ID and express a date and time. Okay. Go to Postman. This is the same we are getting. Okay. Got it. So come to the second one. Create request token. Here we will get request token as a JSON response body. Go to Eclipse output, request token, explain request token we received. Coming to the post one, the third, create session login, status code 200. Here we are getting the request token. Create session login, which is we are passing username and password request token. We will receive as a response body success experience at request token. The same only we are receiving the third post request response body. What is the fourth one? Create session status code and create session response body. Here we will get session ID. Come to the fourth one, session ID. So now we are getting the fifth one and sixth one. It is unexpected. So here what I can do, I just command this the fifth post request, because already I told you we are taken the session ID from the fourth post request from create session. The same session ID we are passing to the delete session. it's going to be delete the whole session. Okay, why I'm commanding this one, right? For every time we need to approve this access token. When we are implemented inside automation, it won't possible. So every time manually we are approving, and again we are coming to update the updating the value, it is not possible. So that reason I just command this one. I'm going to be execute now. So finally we got the result 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, fifth one we are commanded, right? So here you can see the delete session is 200, success true. So which session ID we are passing, and it is completely deleted one. So from this video, I hope you guys understand how we can perform uh, passing the value from get to post, okay, which is covered how to pass API key as a param, how to get specific data from JSON response, how to pass JSON data in body in post request. Those concepts we have to cover in this single video, right? So I hope it will be helpful. Okay, thank you guys.